So welcome to the Psalms Compressed. Today we're going to look into Psalm number 37. So we live in a world where evil often seems to prosper. Injustice goes unchecked, and those who do wrong sometimes appear to flourish, while those who do right, they suffer. Psalm 37 is David's response to this reality, a word of wisdom and of comfort for the righteous. Do not fret because of those who are evil, or be envious of those who do wrong. The word fret means here to burn with anger or anxiety, and David opens with a command, not a suggestion. Do not fret. Why? Well, because the wicked are temporary. They will soon wither like the grass. And also that God is trustworthy. Trust in the Lord and do good. The first response to injustice is not to fear or have frustration, but to have faith. We are not to base our peace on the present circumstances, but on God's eternal faithfulness. In Professor N.T. Wright's book, The Case for the Psalms and Why They Are Essential, Wright emphasizes the importance of the Psalms in shaping the Christian imagination and worldview. And he argues that the Psalm teaches us to live in the intersection of God's time and our time, God's space and our space, and the material and the spiritual realms. And this perspective encourages us all to trust in God's justice and His timing, even when faced with apparent prosperity of the wicked, and a rather central theme in this Psalm number 37. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. This verse is often misused as a promise to get whatever we want. But notice the sequence. Delight in the Lord. Make Him your joy, and then He reshapes your desires to align with His will. So, when our desires are shaped by God's heart, He fulfills them in His time. We are also called to commit our way to the Lord, literally meaning to roll our burdens onto Him. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. In face of injustice, our impulse is often to act, retaliate, or fix things immediately. But David urges us to be still, to stop striving, to wait patiently and trust in God's timing, but also to avoid anger, refrain from anger, and turn from wrath. Why? Well, because those who wait on the Lord will inherit the land. And that phrase, repeated often in this psalm, points to a future reward for the faithful. But how difficult that is, to be still, to not striving, to wait patiently, but also to avoid this anger. How difficult. A little while and the wicked will be no more. David reminds us of the long view. The prosperity of the wicked is short-lived. The righteous may suffer now, but they will ultimately experience peace and inheritance. And Jesus echoes verse 11 in the Beatitudes. He says there, "Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth." It was found in Matthew 5. So the conclusion that we can find in reading this Psalm number 37 is that we should live wisely and we should wait faithfully. This psalm is not just poetry, it is a call to spiritual maturity. Don't envy the wicked. Trust, delight, commit, be still, and wait. Live with eternity in your mind. The psalm ends with a promise. The salvation of the righteous comes from the Lord. He is their stronghold in time of trouble. Amen.